Oh, quickly. I press Z and I'm going into an overlay where whoa, all kinds of crazy stuff's happening here. So did you notice how the S was moving and the G is moving too? Let me pause time a bit here. So the S is a submarine. He started off in the sea. That's a Z level map. So up down is actually elevation. He came through the sea, went through and came up to this exterior hatch. It opened. He went in and it closed again. This is the Dork Fortress, which is a slang name for the headquarters of the laser lizards. This is not at the beginning of the game. At the beginning of the game, this is a bunch of teenage kids, and they've got like a little shack, they hang out in this town. This is farther into the game where they've now grown in power and skills and equipment, and they've managed to build or somehow acquire this really cool, awesome base, and they've taken it over, and they sort of informally call it the Dork Fortress out of a joke that this guy Bonk makes. So this is a side view cut view of that. So that was a submarine coming through the seas, entering a hatch. The capital G is meant to be a giant tank, a Goliath class tank. It drove onto this lift elevator, which then dropped down, and then it stopped, and then he drove off it into the garage area. That red stuff you see below, that's kind of a little embarrassing, but that's actually some lava, some magma from some sort of underground volcano type thing. And, that's a little awkward because they had been digging deep to get at the geothermal power sources, and perhaps they went a little too deep in this, in the tradition of Tolkien and Dwarf Fortress. And now magma is shooting up into the lower levels. So that's kind of awkward. They're going to have to deal with that at some point. In the map, you see a little A, but it's a green A. The green A is because it is, and he's pulsating. That's actually Arky. That is Arky, the mad AI. We'll get to him in a second here. On the left, this is a list of the base's features. It's just scrolling through. Really, you're looking at really what you're doing now is you're looking into your comm cube, and the comm cube is this device which, like a little computer, like an iPhone, and it's telling you, he's in a mode right now where he's looking at the status of the Dork Fortress, the status of the base, and for some reason it's listing all the features, kind of like a real estate agent. For some reason it's trying to sell him on why this space is really awesome. And why are you seeing that? I have no idea. Frankly, it just seemed like a really cool thing to do. We don't really need reasons for anything at this point. Let me unpause time. You see how that's kind of rotating forward. So we talk about Arky, the mad AI. So Abro's got a friend named Arky. He's an artificial intelligence. He's a little crazy, but he's incredibly intelligent. And he's kind of interesting. Arky, why don't you start talking here, bud?
The population of our facility varies throughout the course of the year. We have about 6 to 10 long-term residents.
Look at the lava!
I am not counting the mice, rats,
God.
bats, wasps, mosquitoes, bed lice, fried rice, bears, hidden rat scorpions, the cyber-enslaved gelatinous purple blob creature on sublevel 43, or the unspeakable horrors of Laboratory K7. Overall, it's a pretty cozy little crew. They make me laugh anyway.
And that's all that's important. So you notice the lava's completely filled up the base. That's kind of a little bit awkward. I don't know how Arky can live through this, or apparently the Goliath tank has got really good armor. Yeah, that's a little awkward. I'm kind of hoping nobody was inside the underground portion of the base at this point, because they're probably going to be fried to death. But yeah, that's kind of awkward. But anyways, at least there's those 4 upper floors above ground. Anyone there is alive. So that's at least a positive takeaway. Yeah. So that's interesting.
A long time ago, I was created by a wonderful man named Stanley Opolis.
So was I.
Utterly brilliant, but his halitosis was legendary.
Oh.
He was banned from many restaurants despite having all 5 of the major Nobel Prizes, plus a lifetime VIP membership to the Hooters franchise.
I feel seen.
I wonder if the rest of the laser lizards would be interested in knowing what Bonk does when he's alone.
I would.
In his room. Sometimes in other people's rooms. When they are not there, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Not many people know this, but our facility has a secret escape tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
It is supposed to be a secret, though.
All right.
Please, do not tell anyone.
I promise not to tell anyone. Oh, look, over to the river here. Okay. See, they're trying to make a last-ditch defense, this last-ditch defense stand. These little things here are traps. The red arrow things, they've got a bunch of laser cannons set up. The little people in blue are my buddies and the laser lizards. There's Bonk and Riv and Schnick. T is Trinice, F is Fern, that's my girlfriend. Well, I'm sorry, Abro's girlfriend, not my girlfriend. I'm not that quite insane. But yeah, that is Abro's imaginary girlfriend, not mine. Let me make that clear. And then all of the white at signs are other people, the residents. They're making a last-ditch defense, but truly a last defense. I mean, this is what are they making a last-ditch defense against? That's a good question. They notice they're behind a river. There's a bridge. You can't see it, but there's explosives under the bridge, so it's possible for them to actually blow the bridge. But they're really hoping that they never get to that. They're hoping that the tank can take care of business and maybe the soldiers. And then you're like, well, what? I mean, what would they want a last-ditch defense against? I don't understand that. None of this
Mr. Reward shorted while zombies has been detected. Tank will engage. It will be no trouble.
I'm sure it won't be. So his accent might have been a little hard to understand, but he said he's detected a large herd of zombies coming in, a huge mass of zombies, and he's gonna just go take care of it like a good little worker bee for me, very loyal to his master. Oh my! Oh my! Oh my! Now I'm gonna point out some things here. So yeah, so you see the purple percent sign that's a little bit to my upper left. The percent sign basically in a lot of classic roguelikes, it either means food or corpse. That's a corpse. It's a purple corpse. So there was a purple soldier, but he's been driven over by the Goliath tank, and he is now a purple corpse instead of a purple soldier. Well, he's a purple corpse wearing a purple uniform, so he looks fabulous on the battlefield still. The white percent is actually rubble. That's crushed walls. This guy, he not only drove over some of the purple soldiers, although I think some of them moved out of the way. Not all of them in time. Not all of them are fast enough. Kind of like Darwinian evolution here. But he's also crashed through all these walls. There's explosions. There's lasers. Whoa! Now, I'm lucky enough that I'm smart enough I will not go underneath the tank. I'm trying to go above the tank. It's a little bit safer. But yeah, he's going nuts. You can see he's just rocking it with the lasers. I mean, he's already taken out a huge mass of zombies. There's still some stragglers. And he's just rocking it. I mean, he is just laying. Whoa! So I'm gonna start doing my business. Okay, watch this. I'm shooting at whatever is the nearest enemy. Every time I press S, it shoots at the nearest enemy. There's different things. There's a lot of ways you can shoot. You can shoot in a specific direction. You can shoot at a specific destination squares or destination coordinate. Or you can shoot at whatever is the nearest logical enemy at the point in time. There's a couple other options too. I'm just trying to help out my... Oh! Look at all that. Look at the rain. Look at the green rain of laser bolts. I'm kind of helping.
Great success. I hope Nestor and his friends were not inconvenienced too much.
Not
Please
at all.
have a nice rest of your day.
I will try. So that's what a Grushin Goliath Mark 6 cybernetic main battle tank can do. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, that's really impressive. And look how he's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's watching what Master wants. I'll have to reward him with something. I'm not sure what. Let's go back. Oh my God.
Welcome to the Dork Fortress,
Yes.
where you might be able to check in, but can never leave. Well, you can leave, obviously,
Why would you want to?
but you might have trouble finding the exit, especially your very first time.
I do.
You know, like in VI.
Oh, tell me about it.
We have traps. We have a moat. Tall fences. Electrified. Bears. In unexpected places. Then there are the sharks. And trained dolphins. The act with the hoops. I may be getting that part mixed up with SeaWorld. However, we have robot guards.
Yep.
And the Goliath tank. The good old doggy too. Bonk's body odor. Him and Abro's talent for making projectile vomit on demand.
Oh my God.
Sometimes
tell me
their
about it.
laser pistols work too. Doors with strong locks. I have a skeleton key though, and I know where all the bodies are buried. So many bodies.
Yeah. So, anyways, there's a lot more cool stuff I could show, but I think, I don't want to overwhelm you with how amazingly cool this is. It's probably too cool, frankly, what I've actually already showed you, and I don't want to blow out your brains, because that would not be good. But go to Patreon, toss a buck at us, join that amazing tier. I know that will break a lot of people's budgets there at $1 a month. But even if you can't do that, click like, follow, become a subscriber. Yeah, and all kinds of things like that. We're looking to see if people like what we're doing and you want to see more of it. Dramatic increase in music, and then it goes back down again, and then it goes up again. Exciting. And then it goes back down again. Yes, we plan lots more excitement. Slartboz, God's Magic Tales in this lean groove. Oh my God.